Buenos dias and welcome back to another video, everybody. Another video under home isolation. Hopefully you are all staying safe, my brothers and sisters, and I hope everything is good in and around you, with you and your families. So today's video is basically in my backyard, and I'm essentially going to talk about some different color negative films. I'm going to talk about Portra 400, the ever popular Portra 400, Ektar 100, equally as popular, and maybe an underrated film stock, which is Kodak Gold 200. So I'm going to mimic all of these film stocks on the Canon M50. I have a 15 to 45 STM image stabilized lens. It has an aperture of 3.5 to 6.3 variable on zoom here. I just want to see in post if I can get close to those three film stocks. If you know anything about these film stocks, and I'm learning along with you, that Portra 400 and Ektar 100 are well-known portrait film stocks, but they are also very versatile and used for a variety of different reasons by professionals and non-professionals alike. The third one that I mentioned already, which was Kodak Gold 200, it reminds me of days gone by. It reminds me of myself growing up in the 1970s. In fact, check out this image right here. That's yours truly reaching into his first car that I ever drove. Not at that age, of course, but that was a 1971 Dodge Colt, I believe. Or was it a 72? I think it was a 1972 orange Dodge Colt. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to shoot 3 images for each type of film stock on this camera, but since one of the images I'd like to be a portrait, especially for the Ektar 100, since that's what they're known for, and kind of get those nice skin tones, and also for maybe the Portra 400, I'm gonna need a tripod. Didn't think about that. Be right back. All right, here's the situation. I have the Canon M50 on this tripod. I'm gonna sit in that hammock. I've got it on manual focus, so I think I've got myself in a good space there. And to get a nice self-portrait, again, I'm mimicking Ektar 100, so I've got an ISO of 100. I believe my shutter speed is at 1/25th of a second, and I'm opened up on this lens at 3.5. Let me verify that. F4. I'm at F4. Let's do it. Let me put a timer on this guy. 10-second timer so I can situate myself. Let's go. Let's see how that turned out. I'm actually gonna stop myself from doing that. On a film camera, would you be able to check it? No, you wouldn't be able to check the exposure, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot 2 more shots mimicking Ektar 100 in the backyard, actually keeping the same settings. F4, 1/25th of a second, ISO 100. Let's do it. All right, this next one I'm gonna shoot handheld. This is my studio right here. I'm gonna actually go turn on the light. I think that would be nice. I forgot to turn off the timer, so I stood there for 10 seconds. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, we're back on single shot, so let's go find something interesting. I got a lot of junk back here. Who can find something back in here? I don't pay too much mind to this part of the yard behind over here. I mean, I probably should be, but it makes for a nice photo. So let's go find something. All right, so that's gonna do it. That's 3 shots mimicking Ektar 100. Let's go ahead and jump to Gold 200. This takes me back to my time. I just feel like it's more of a point and shoot type of color negative, and I've shot it before on my Olympus OM1 MD, and it really brings back the feels. It really brings me back to 1970, 1980, when my mom and dad owned a film camera, and just provided a lot of memories for myself and my family. So let's go shoot 3 shots mimicking Kodak Gold 200. Let's go. I'm gonna walk to a different part of the backyard here. I've got a little swing. I'd like to tell you that I built that myself. I mean, not that I didn't. I did, make that myself. Like, you know what I'm saying. Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and include part of the tree. I'm gonna kind of blend in that picnic table behind it. All right, that's done. Looks like the dogs have been let out. So let's go ahead and see if we can capture one of these little guys. Ava, Ava, look at me. Ava, Ava, Ava. I might have gotten Ava. I don't know. Again, mimicking film cameras. Cannot look on the back of the LCD screen. All right, one more shot. What am I doing? Gold 200. I've got an old barbecue over here that I really need to get thrown out, but it'll make for a nice composition. All right, that's 2 film stocks mimicked. Now let's move on to Portra 400. So next I'm gonna shoot and mimic Portra 400. And what Portra 400 allows you to get is kind of fine detail. Again, it's a very versatile film stock, but so my first shot is I'm gonna compose myself here and do a self-portrait and expose kind of to that fine portrait type of detail that Portra 400 is known for. Let's go ahead and set this to ISO 400. And yeah, that's about right. I'm gonna, again, I'm on manual exposure, so I'm doing my best here. That should be good. Okay, we're on a 10-second timer. We're gonna get that portrait again. All right, that's the shot. Let's get 2 more shots. Portra 400. I'm not sure why I don't just raise the tripod, but you know, it's different angles for different people. And, you know, we're looking at the world differently today as we did yesterday, than we did tomorrow, than something like that. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I'm rambling. Let's move on. Since I'm shooting 400 speed film, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the tripod, lay it down, and shoot ISO 400, f4, and I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up to 1/400 shutter speed. Forgot to change the timer again, so I'm gonna do that now. All set, focused in, nice and centered. You know what? The rule of thirds isn't for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta break the rules. Don't always stay on the straight and narrow. It's good advice, it's good to kind of keep those parameters, but when you want to change it and something feels right to you, just do it. Just shoot what you feel, the feels. All right, one more shot, Portra 400. Next shot, we're just gonna turn here and let's angle this up a little bit. We're gonna get a little bit of the blue skies behind me here, and we're gonna get the telephone pole. I think that's a classic film shot. I think it provides a lot of different contrast and textures to play around with in this Portra 400 film that we're mimicking on the Canon M50. All right, I think I'm locked in. ISO 400, 4.5 aperture, and 1/500th of a second on the shutter. Bingo-licious. Let's take it into the editing room. And we're right here. We're gonna get this done. Yo, 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 what up, fam? This is Editing Pablo, cutting in because I felt like this video was gonna run a little long, so I'm gonna split it into 2 parts. The first part is what you just watched and what you just finished watching, me shooting these images on the Canon M50, mimicking different film stocks. So we're gonna end it right there. We're gonna move on to the next one, and there'll be a part 2 coming out tomorrow. So check that out, coming out tomorrow, and I'll be editing in a different software, one that I've owned for a while, and that's Luminar 3. In fact, Luminar 4 has already come out, but I'm editing on Luminar 3. And what I'll be showing you is how I make presets and how I create film stocks, Ektar 100, Portra 400, and Kodak Gold 200 in Luminar 3. So stay tuned tomorrow. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you liked any part of this video, give me that like. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel more than you know. Ring that bell so you're notified of new videos every time they come out. And leave me a comment down below. I'd love to chat with you. So stay tuned tomorrow. There'll be the second half of this very video. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Peace.